Studio session update. Here it is. 911. 911 again. Anniversary. It's enough going on. Still early in the day though. It's only, wow, it's almost 9 o'clock already when I'm making this. I wanted to let you know I made progress yesterday. Every time I would take a break, I would force myself to step back at the piano. I think I only sat at the piano 3 times yesterday, but I did force myself late yesterday night to go back in the studio, and I was in there almost after 9 o'clock. It was almost 10, I think. And so I started late because I remember looking at the clock saying it was 1 o'clock. And I said, if I can go all the way around the clock, when I take my lunch breaks or get something to eat, when the food is digesting, I sit back at the piano. I don't sit there and get tired. Sometimes I eat heavy food. Sometimes, food makes you fall asleep. So I sat back at the piano to burn up the energy, the food, and I got progress done. Now it would be nice to divide it up. I did all of my holiday season songs. It would be nice to divide up my practice. I still haven't got back on Moonlight Sonata. You can tell this is brand new. And I had it since I moved in this building. It may be almost 3 years old. The exercises virtuoso. I did get halfway through this book, and then I started to transpose some of the exercises, and now I need to get back to that. That's important because I was trying something yesterday and I was fumbling through it, both hand exercises, broken chord, arpeggios, what do you want to call them? I was doing a thing where I was skipping notes with fingers, and took me a little too long to get it. I was breaking my neck to get this Bruce Hornsby, just to get that. I forgot the Mandolin Rain, and I wanted to get that Innocence. I definitely want to get that. So, you practice your Christmas songs. That's like so much stuff. And then I misplaced a Christmas book, my real Christmas book. I still had some pages in there. I usually take the pages out of the book if I'm working on a project for performance. And I got all the Christmas songs in here. I'm noticing all of the practicing over the years. The problem was when I was playing outside, working every day, going outside, practicing the songs, I was mostly concentrated on getting there, packing up, making sure my battery was working. Everything was figuring out where to go, where there's a bathroom when I was playing in the subway, blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. Does that sound better? And concentrating on perfecting songs, you don't have time to record, so you don't know how the song sounds actually. So now that I'm in woodshedding, I've been, Christmas songs, you only can play them from Halloween to New Year's, not unless you turn it into a jazz standard like Feel My Favorite Things. What Child Is This is a jazz standard also. Ooh, ooh, ow, ooh, my eye itch. Just running over things. I'm telling you that practicing and going outside, playing, working as a musician, and then being in a studio environment, it's a whole different animal here. So now that I noticed that my plan has been improving over the years, I never really had enough time to sit down and record myself. So I'm listening to the playback, and I'm amazed at my improvement and my advancement. But I realized that if I actually buckle down and get down on these practice what they call in jazz your patterns. What do they call it? Licks. They call it licks, and like 3-5 note licks. Ba da da do ba dee ba boo, ba da ba do be dee ba boo. 6-7 note licks. That's a long one. It's usually 7-note licks. Ba da. Instead of scales, you practice licks. You know, ba da da ba dee ba ba do ba ba do ba da ba dee ba ba do ba. You know, you practice that, and then you should be able to do each one of those licks in your circle of fifths. I never practice licks. I practice licks in a song in that one key. It's bad when you've been playing as long as I have and have not been practicing transposing. I was practicing that transposing one of the Christmas songs. I finally memorized it, and then I moved it up. I moved it to a different key, but I had to write down right next to the chords. I had to write 1, 6, 3, 5. That sleigh ride. Ba ba da pam 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 ba da 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 da. Bum ba dee boom ba dee boom. You know, I had to write down the Roman numerals over top of the chords, and I should have been able to look at it, not even look at it, just know what key I'm in, and whatever chord it falls on, I should know that's the 1, the 4, the 5. It's a shame to say all these years I've been playing that any given key I should be able to. I'm lacking in my theory. So I realized actually that I used to get offended when people used to ask me, was I playing by ear? And I hate to say, to face the truth, that a lot of times, some of the songs, I wasn't using my theory. Academia is what it's called, a study of the theory part. I have to say that I wasn't applying myself. I'm not applying myself. So I need to get, I think I still have this thing open, this exercise. It's a bunch of 2-5-1. I think I gave you, I'm going to copy this guy's name again and put it in the comments. Let me see if you can see this. Let me let a little bit of it play so you can see. Get my camera right. This guy, I want to learn how to see. It's so much to do when you're independent. You got to learn everything yourself. This guy here, I have my front door open. So
with a perfect fifth.
Giving you exercises.
If we play the pentatonic hand grip at the blue markers, we play the C Lydian scale. Listen.
See, those are 5-note licks. See, he's showing you a bunch of 5-note licks and pentatonic licks, and then he's showing you what position to play them in. Let me show you if I can cut through the beginning of when he first shows you what a lick is, or he calls them hand grips. Let me let this play so you can see. Oh, shoot. I messed up. Here we go.
Here we got the D minor pentatonic scale. The pentatonic scale is very handy because it contains 5 notes, like the number of the fingers on the hand. So we have a note for each finger.
Well, I got my front door open.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can have the entire pentatonic scale inside our hand. This grip on the pentatonic scale we entitle the pentatonic hand grip. It is with this pentatonic hand grip that we are going to make some thrilling improvisation. The pentatonic hand grip can be placed anywhere on the keyboard. For example, here,
And
or
he shows
here, or here. When placing the pentatonic hand grip, we use our thumb as a pointer. So this is a pentatonic hand grip on D.
Let me jump ahead here. So he shows you, you don't have to play these straight.
Break up the scales in dangerous to hit the F note.
And he talks about accidentals or passing, not even passing tones.
We have this.
What do you call it? A note avoiding notes. That are extremely dissonant or doesn't sound right to. It sounds like you hit a wrong note. Avoided notes. But this is I've been avoiding these exercises too, and as long as I've been playing, these should be second nature to me. But this is about the simplest lick you can get, the pentatonic, and I haven't even mastered it. I should be able to look at it and see it, because the middle three fingers, the pentatonic, you can get the pentatonic scales of all of the black notes. All of the black notes. It's the pattern of the black notes on the piano. But I don't want to go ahead into this too deeply here. But let me go ahead and knock this off, finish this up here so I can get out of here, so I can keep this short. Shoot, it's 12 minutes already. Let me get out of here. Looking at my face. I'm noticing I got new moles on my face here. I wonder if I want to be like Bill Cosby before I die. Maybe I look like a real jazz musician. I look like a sage or a Yoda with more moles, huh? Look like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that guy must be cool. He must be heavy. He's got moles on his face. Let me get out of here. Got to eat my breakfast. But I was happy to say I did get the whole day, and I think I need to drop them batteries. I did say I wanted to practice 3 days straight without and that was really only one day, a whole day's worth of work concentrating. And I didn't even get around to my motif sequencing neither. But I worked on my Christmas stuff. I guess if you divide stuff up, concentrate on 3 days of this, 3 days of that, until you can get to a point where you can start mixing everything together. Next thing you know, you have a whole day where you practice a whole bunch of different exercises, practice some songs, and then there's a bunch of recording. And if you really was enthused, like the young lady was saying, that when that young lady that had like over a couple of million downloads on Spotify from her beats, she was saying when she first started, she would make beats all the time, and she was even working when she was working part-time. She would make beats on her lunch hour. That was supposed to be the time you're supposed to be eating, putting food in your face, right? She spent that time making beats. If I was really into this thing, I'd be making beats right now, or I'd be learning how to do my sequencer right now. Or while I was talking, like I saw an interview with Miles Davis. He said you should always be practicing. It should be a challenge. And right in the middle of the interview, Miles Davis said, you should always be, I should be practicing right now. And right in the middle of the interview, he said, he stopped the interview and started practicing. Right. So like, I should be practicing right now, and I'm not. I'm sitting right here. I'm not doing anything except for drinking my I'm sitting in the wrong chair for practicing anyway. This is a comfort chair. I can sit here and practice in the comfort chair, the lounge chair. It's not gonna, nobody's gonna dock me any money. I won't get in any trouble. I won't dock myself. I'm saying the police won't kick my door down. And but then again, nowadays I can't joke about something like that, because the police do kick your door down and blow you away. Even if you're not doing anything, you be sleeping in your bed, mind your own business. So that's another story. 911. It's a long one here today. I'm gonna get out of here. Come back today. I'm down to 4 viewers, so I got 4 people watching anyway. I'm not complaining. I ain't mad at me. The 4 viewers I do have, if you don't, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna do a different. I'm gonna cut this in half, so I have a long version and a short version. I'm out. Peace and hair grease.